Yep.
All right, perfect. Hello, greetings everyone. Greetings. My name is Kenny Jordan, representing the generation of Bosses Empire. This is our Sunday night live Google Hangout. This is gonna be like a religion. We're gonna do this like every Sunday, guys. We're really excited everything that we have going on within our organization. And for those who don't know who the generation of Bosses Empire is, guys, we are an organization or a coalition of leaders and entrepreneurs. We work together to help each other achieve success, all right, and support each other along the way. Now, we are an organization of entrepreneurs, but the company that we're actually participating in is an awesome company that we love called Paycation Travel. Now, Paycation Travel, you're going to hear some more about it within here. This is more so like a hangout for our organization, but we're going to go over some information just in case you're a guest somewhere in the YouTube land or the Facebook land and you decided to chime in. There's going to be some highlights in here for you as well. So, a little bit about myself, guys. I'm 28 years old. I'm from Houston, Texas. Prior to me joining this company, I was in the financial service industry for 8 years. Everybody on this panel you get a chance to hear from, we all were in some type of profession, right? For me, I was a high paid bill collector, right? I hated my job. I hated waking up in the morning and having to go to work and getting in traffic and, to have a boss tell me what to do. And, I get back home and, I take a shower, I eat. Then after that, I got to repeat that process, right? And I felt like I was trapped in a cage. So, what I did was I listened to some information like this, what you guys are going to hear today. And, this company, Paycation Travel, has changed my life dramatically. Within a 90-day period, listen, a 90-day period, I was able to double what I was making on my job, retire from the corporate world, a job I've been in and out on for 8 years. And, I really love this, guys, because we literally get paid to travel. We get paid to travel, right? So we actually just came off a cruise. I want to call someone forward, somebody I have a lot of respect for. He's going to tell you what we actually just came back from. We took a true paycation. Pay attention to the name, paycation, all right? We do not take vacations. We take paycation. So Mr. Carlos Pond, my brother from another mother, why don't you come forward, Mr. National Executive? Let them know what we came back from and how did you enjoy your paycation?
What's up, everybody? Hey, it's been crazy. As far as anything, you already know we're repping Generation of Bosses Empire. We do get paid to travel, so it's something that's very exciting because everybody loves to travel, So we just came back from Cozumel, Mexico. All right, we actually went on a 4-day excursion, got to experience what it feels like to be in the ocean, in the middle of the ocean. And it's a little different because the wind's different. It's a lot pure. You want some real pure wind to go ahead and go on a cruise. All right. But it was fun, man. The relationships that we built with people, the fun that we have or had, it's all documented, which is the beautiful thing, So at a click of a button, you could actually experience what we experienced in about 4 minutes. But I made a lot of relationships while we were out. Thing about it, I was asking so many people, well, why, what do you love best about travel? Because there's over 2,500 people on this boat, right? And a lot of people all had a different answer. Some people were like, well, I love the pool. Some people were like, well, I love, experiencing and going into adventure to the unknown. And other people were like, well, I love the women. Other people were like, well, I love the men. So, it's just the reality of the situation is that a lot of people have their own reason why they love travel, all right? It's an $8 trillion industry, which is the biggest industry in the world. And it's safe to say that people love to do it. It doesn't matter how much money they spend on this cruise or how much money they spend on that resort because they're doing it for the memories. They're doing it so that they could remember what it felt like to have that little bit of freedom, So other than that, I loved it. I enjoyed myself out there with y'all, and it was a phenomenal time.
Most definitely. It was a crazy, phenomenal time, man. Me personally, the best time of my life, and I want to thank each and every one of you for coming to celebrate my 29th birthday out there on the cruise. Like, guys, so much fun. Thank you, everybody on the panel. I mean, we were so deep out there. Thank you to the commission, a six-figure club. And we had a blast. Everyone knows that. What's crazy is the thing that was happening in my mind the whole time I was out there. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I kept saying, I'm using my product right now. I kept repeating that. I can't believe I'm using my product. I'm having the best time I've ever had in my life, right? I'm out here in a jacuzzi, with business partners, friends, and I'm using my product because my products travel. Because most of us never been on a cruise, right? So now, whenever a client or a customer happens to ask us, hey, I want to go on this cruise, right? We're going to have a lot of information to give them. Can we agree on that? Everybody can say, hey, you need to go eat on this deck. You need to go down here because the basketball goes over here. You need to go over here because this is where the comedy show is. These are things that we didn't know about until we actually experienced our product. So that's what's very important about this, because this is a product that people can enjoy. Now I'm gonna call someone else forward, another national executive I have a lot of respect for. My brother, Mr. Davion. Hey, can you please tell everyone about your experience on the G.O.B.E Caribbean experience, the Cosmo Mexico, and also how Paycation has changed your life thus far?
I mean, wow, man. Literally, when we was on the boat, I was saying to my girl, I said, we just need one more day. I mean, the event was truly epic. I never experienced anything like that before in my life. I can agree that that it was the best. I mean, it was, words can't even explain how it is. You have to actually go yourself on a vacation. But literally, I mean, my background, I used to work at pizza. I used to deliver pizza. So now what I'm doing, I'm just delivering travel now. I mean, you don't want to travel. I mean, if you ask anybody, if you had enough time and money wasn't an issue, what would you do? You're gonna say travel. I mean, you can go ask somebody that same question I just said for yourself, and I guarantee you they're gonna say travel. So I mean, I'm just loving it. I mean, if you're looking at this hangout, what are you waiting on? That's all I gotta say.
Hey, listen. Hey, Davion, we had a good time on the boat, man. I appreciate you coming out as well. And guys, as he said, most people, once they retire from the corporate world, what's the first thing they want to do? They want to travel. Travel is the most searched word in between the hours of 9 to 5. What are people doing in the hours 9 to 5? They're at work. So while they're at work, they're on their cell phone looking for places they want to go, right? How many people has ever seen an empty airport, right, or empty cruise line? And the cruise line that we were on, people were talking about, oh, wow, people don't travel anymore. What? We were like, this was a ship at capacity, about 25 to 2,700 people, and people aren't traveling. The only difference is they're not getting paid for the travel like us, right? So let me go to bring somebody else forward. Mr. Sean Davis, the administrator. Hey, this man, he just recently retired, guys. He just recently retired from his job. We were actually, he's my coworker when I was working in the financial service industry. And, he saw me say, hey, when I hit international executive and I double what I'm making, I'm going to quit. So he actually saw me rise up, hit the rank, make the money, leave the job. And he told me, when April comes around, Kenny, I'm next. I'm going to retire. And boy, was he right. He was right. Now he's retired. Me and Carlos Pond was there to celebrate his exodus from the corporate world. So, Mr. Sean Davis, man, can you please tell the people how Paycation has changed your life? Also, did you have fun on the cruise? In fact, was it the best time you ever had in your life?
Oh man, it was amazing, bro. It's like a celebration for me, quitting 2 days before we left out, man. It was like, wow, I'm actually doing this, and I don't have to go back, So that's was the most important thing to me, was to make sure that I quit on a good note, make sure I quit where I knew I could take care of my business, and by me being in vacations, just take care of everything for me. And it's amazing. And if, like I said, if you're not involved, you're sleeping. You're just sitting there watching. Stop watching. Quit thinking about it. Make the move now. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
Most definitely, Mr. Sean. Hey, and once again, congratulations on you being able to retire at such in your mid-20s. Not everybody can say that. But as far as the cruise is concerned, the time that you had on the cruise. Now, could you please elaborate on the relationships you've built, and also elaborate on what you experienced? Did you get some information you can give back to the clients and people that you want to, actually do travel with?
Oh, most definitely. Just recently, I actually helped this guy book the same cruise. I let him know what goes on the cruise, let him know hey, this is the dining is the formal dinner is great. You know, I
Totally.
totally enjoyed that. So that was one of the good things, as well as the slide. I love the slide. It was actually fun.
I think we all love the slide. Well, I actually slipped on the slide. Y'all forgive me. I fell off the slide. I kept falling. I had what they call sea legs, right? You have to get your sea legs. So on my second or third cruise, I have my sea legs. I'll stop falling.
You have a hard time staying on your feet.
Hey, I'm 6'3", guys. You forget. All
But
right.
yeah, but yeah, man. Everybody was telling us, hey, we was letting everybody know who we are while we was on the cruise, and it was like, wow, you guys get paid to be here. It's like, of course, there's no better way to do it. So and actually the client that I actually booked as well, man, actually saved them about $200-300 to go on this cruise. So that's the
Wow.
point, of actually helping these people, book these cruises. Why not? And then I get my commission. I got a $2,000 commission from that. So
Wow. 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 Listen, guys, this man, what he did was these people are going to book these cruises anyway. What he did was put his bank account in the way of the transaction that was going to take place anyway. All right. That's how we get paid to travel, guys. We have a booking portal ran through Priceline.com. Guys, we're your own personal Priceline. Every transaction that runs through a portal, you get a commission split from. Infinite income. Now, I want to bring somebody else up forward to the panel. Miss Stacy G.O.B.E. She holds us down on the travel, guys. Huge part of our organization, and she's doing a great job. She's actually, I think, maybe one recruit away from national executive. Stacy, could you please elaborate to the people the time you had on the G.O.B.E Caribbean experience, and also how vacation has changed your life thus far?
Well, I mean, as far as the time I had, I mean, the time was amazing. It's definitely something I'm never gonna forget. Um, I love having new experiences. I love being in new environments, places I've never been before. And, of course, this cruise allowed me to do that. I'd never been on a cruise before. I had never been out of the country before. So, just getting to experience that and get to bond with the rest of the team was a really great experience. I went on a jet ski. I did a whole bunch of crazy things. So, definitely a time I'm never going to forget. And I mean, when it comes to travel, travel, it's not something that you have to sell. It's not something that you have to convince people to do. Everybody's already traveling, and if they're not, then they want to. So, once you start
Right.
letting people know that you're a travel agent, you start opening your mouth, letting people know what you do, you're going to notice that people are going to start coming to you and asking you, if you can help them with this, or hey, I've been meaning to go here. Just by posting just a few pictures of cruise boats or vacations on my page, I've received an overwhelming amount of clients, almost to the point where I can't even keep up with them all. I
Wow.
haven't had to seek any other strategies as far as building clientele. Social media has been more than enough. When it comes to booking travel, you have the potential to make a 4, 5, 6-figure income booking travel. You also have the potential to make a 4, 5, 6-figure income enrolling travel agents. So all in all, I'm extremely happy. I have no complaints. Everything is great, and I'm definitely looking forward to our next trip.
Oh yeah, most definitely. We're all looking forward to our next trip because we all had such a blast. And,
For real.
very real. We really appreciate your words, and you're definitely doing a great job. Definitely an important part of our team. And guys have to understand. You have to understand, guys, that what's happening here is major because there is a demand for travel agents out there. A lot of folks don't know being a travel agent is something that people will actually go apply for on Craigslist. They'll apply for it on Monster. They'll apply for it on Indeed.com. And guys, because travel is such a huge industry, $8 trillion industry. So a lot of folks, they'll actually already be willing to pay the original amount, what they thought they would have to pay to be a certified travel agent. And that amount is usually between $700 to $1,500, right, to just get your license. And then it's going to take usually 6 to 12 months to actually go through this course and get your license, usually, right? And then after that, once they graduate, they get their license, then they have to go out and find an agency to work through to give them their commission splits, right? And sometimes they have quotas and other regulations. So why are we so special? For $150 one-time setup fee, Okay, you can actually become a certified travel agent. It's not going to take you 6 to 12 months. It's going to take you, guess what, an hour and a half. Everybody on this panel, you see, we're all CTAs, and we conclude our course in an hour and a half, right? And then we work through one of the top 50 agencies in the United States, Extreme Travel. So, guys, that's a lot of value being offered to the field. That's a lot of value to be offered to us. And we can actually put ourselves in the way of all these people online who are applying daily, want to be travel agents. They're just going to overspend, right? People who want to travel, but they're going to overspend because they're going to get the marked up price. We eliminate the middleman. We get the best price, period, because we can negotiate with vendors. We're real CTAs, right? So I definitely want to bring Mr. Carlos Pond back forward. If you could elaborate a little more on the importance of getting licensed and the difference between our company and, you know, other companies that do travel. Why are we so special? Because other companies that do travel, what makes us so special in vacation?
Yeah, well, one thing that I love about our company is that we don't have any competition out there right now. None whatsoever. Why? Because see, if we were just a travel club, then we'd have a lot of competition, okay? But we're not just a travel club. Not only do we get the discount, okay, but we also receive the 75% commission that our company gets paid, okay? So that's huge industry. Why? Because we don't have competition. All right. Our company's been around for the last 13 years. They opened up this marketing arm a little bit close to 2 years ago, and right now we're running. We're running like we've never ran before. But to get compensated off of travel, that's one thing that I liked about what Stacy said, is that where else can you actually take the product and actually make five, 4, 6 figures just on the product without bringing other agents in? That's unheard of in our industry. All right. I know several other companies out there, and they're great companies. Don't get it wrong, but they only get compensated off of that membership, right? Over here, for us as individuals, as business owners, as travel agents, if we wanted to book 100 people into one cruise, guess who's gonna walk out with a banana smile? You. So that's one thing I love about our industry, man. We're not just a travel club. Not only do we get the discount, but we also get discount. So that's one thing that I love about our company, and nobody out there is competing with us right now.
For sure, man. You definitely made the separation. He said we're not just a travel club, guys. We're not just a travel club, okay? There's companies that actually just have that portion of business. We're real, actual certified travel agents. Did you know in the United States of America, you cannot be compensated for travel being booked unless you have a CTA license? So anyone out there saying that they're being compensated for travel is not true unless they have a CTA. So that makes us totally separate from these other companies out here because we're real, actual certified travel agents. And we just had someone join our call, somebody we have a lot of respect for, one of our top producing national executives, a gentleman who is a successful businessman in his own right. He's soon to be international, guys. And he's just coming back from a conference call. Hard working man, came back from a call like this with Guam. He helped us go international, guys, because we're an international company. Mr. Michael D.B., if you could please introduce yourself, tell the folks out there in internet land what you're about, and also if you could also elaborate, as you do so well, on the importance of starting a business and the tax benefits of starting a business and why that's good with this particular company.
Okay, how's everybody doing this evening? Good evening, by the way. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
All right, no worries. I've been having technical difficulties trying to get on here. So, but definitely, my name is Michael Adibe. Definitely blessed to be on this call here. I'm glad to be a part of this team, Generation of Bosses Empire. We're doing some phenomenal things. We got people from all different walks and backgrounds, and just to kind of share some information, because I'm not here to talk too long. One of the things that we're able to do here is we're able to branch off internationally. We're able to do business in every single country, with the exception of Afghanistan and Cuba. So that makes this very, very, very huge. When we talk about opportunity, there's over 7 billion people on this planet. So I definitely want to make sure people are aware of that. Now, I came in at the last second on your last question, Kenny. What was the last question?
I was going to tell you, just let the people know, what have you done so far? How does vacation change your life? Also, you can elaborate, as you do so well, on the tax benefits and why it's so important, with the company at such a small price point, $150. What are all the benefits you get for starting your own travel franchise?
Okay. All right. So great. So there's As far as what I've done so far with the company, I mean, within a short period, I've actually been promoted 3 different times. More importantly, I've helped other people get promoted as well, and they're making income. That's the most important part is showing other people how to create financial success. It's one thing if you're making money, that's great. Hooray, celebrate, throw a party for yourself. But it's a big time blessing when you talk about you showing other people how to progress financially. So with this opportunity, we have systems in play. It doesn't matter if you're 18 years old. It doesn't matter if you're 85 years old and you're bedridden. It doesn't matter who you are. Anybody can pique interest. Anybody can share information, and anybody can introduce a third party to do all the heavy lifting and answer your questions. So that's pretty much what we have going on here is we have simple systems in play. We also have an application process where, there's thousands of people that are applying on a monthly basis to become travel agents. So no more having to worry about these other mom and pop businesses where you got to go recruit your family members and friends. You have to go pester them to join your business. You don't have to worry about that here because there's thousands of people that apply on a monthly basis to become a travel agent. So we're able to plug into that market as well by showing you a system that we have in place. Now, as far as the tax benefits, this is huge. I don't care if you make $7.25 an hour. I don't care if you make $1 billion every 2 days. It doesn't matter who you are. We cannot escape the fact that we have to pay taxes to the United States government for every single dollar that we make here. We have to pay taxes on. That's the reality of it. Okay. So with the system that's been set up in place, it was set up by wealthy individuals that want to protect their wealth. So they created a system where you have 2 sides of the tax system: W-2, second-class worker, or 1099, which is the business side. So when you're a second-class worker, or let's just use this W-2 employee, you're not in a position where you're able to partake in tax benefits. There's over 475 tax benefits that somebody, when eligible, is able to partake in. And when you're able to partake in these tax benefits, it lowers the amount of money that you pay in taxes. So make a long story short, if you're a W-2 employee, look at all that money that's being taken out of your paycheck. How would you love to raise your dependents up and not have to worry about owing money at the end of the year? So you get most of your money up front right now. Or let's say you want to keep your dependents accurate at 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever you're utilizing. Now you're able to get that money back on the back end when you file your taxes on the refund side. They're now going to give you a tax credit. They're going to say, you know what? This person right here, Davion, he was able to write off his rent. He was able to write off his mortgage, his utilities. We owe him thousands of dollars back on his tax return. So guess what? You're going to increase your tax return by $2,000 to $15,000 plus a year if you're a W-2 employee when you accompany a tax, or should I say accompany a travel franchise being in the business side. Now, if you're already a 1099 and maybe you're a contractor, you're not able to do partake in tax write-offs, but you are paid all your money up front. I know some waitresses or waiters that may be paid like $10.99, but however way you look at it, you're now able to lower the amount of money that you pay in taxes. So if you're somebody that pays taxes at the end of the year, partaking in a travel franchise, the perfect business model, you're now able to lower that amount of money that you owe back to Uncle Sam or the United States government at the end of the year. So having a travel franchise makes sense. I don't care if you're an NBA player getting $1 million a year. Well, guess what? $1 million a year means you're paying $200,000, $300,000 in taxes. An NBA player like Kobe Bryant that gets started with this travel franchise opportunity, he's now able to write off his deductions, now able to lower that $250,000, $300,000 he's going to be paying in taxes. Maybe he's able to lower it to maybe $1,000, $20,000, $100,000. I know somebody last year that made over $300,000 and paid only $300 in taxes. So the more you educate yourself on the tax laws, the more money you're able to save and keep in your pocket as opposed to giving to Uncle Sam. So hopefully my long-winded answer satisfied the needs that everybody needs to know.
Most definitely, man. Those are what we call actual facts. I hope you guys were taking notes because that is extremely serious what he's talking about, guys. And especially starting a travel franchise, it completely changes the game. Because listen, everybody wants to travel. If you're in any industry at all, if you plan to be a successful person, you're going to want to travel. So let me ask you a question. If you're going to do some traveling, right? And if you're going to travel, you're not going to get a 75% commission split for that travel that you book, right? And then on top of that, we have in the travel industry, we write off 100% of our travel off on our taxes. We get it back at the end of the year. All right. So if you're traveling, you don't have these two things in place. And then third, right, you don't go get the most exclusive rate possible because you're a CTA and you can negotiate with vendors and do price matching. Listen, if you're doing these three things, you're doing traveling. Listen, you're not traveling wisely. So we're putting the message out there. You could travel wisely and do these three things, guys. Get paid for it, get it back at the end of the year, and get the best rate because saving money is making money. All right. And I just want to pass it back to Mr. Davion. I saw you back there with the snorkels on and stuff like that, man. I don't know how you did that. You got to teach me how you did that, bro. That was pretty cool right there. Hey, if you could just elaborate a little bit on, for somebody who's just getting started, they're just now getting started. They're starting a travel franchise, and they're saying, all right, they've never done anything like this before. But, they're jumping out on leap of faith. They love to travel, right? And they like the opportunity to get paid to travel. What would be your advice for somebody who's coming in as just a sponge? They don't know anything. What would you tell a brand new person who starts their company?
He's on mute.
We can't hear you, bro. Turn your volume up.
You hear me now?
You got it.
All right. Like I was saying, I like to just keep it simple and easy. I mean, I'm all about duplication. So, I mean, for a brand new person that comes and say, well, I've never been in this industry before, I don't know what to do. And all I ask them, hey, is you teachable and you coachable? If you teachable and coachable, then it's no way you can lose. The only way you can lose is if you don't apply any information that's being taught. Because we actually have a system that's step by step that would actually guide you from step by step on exactly what you need to do. So I mean that would be my answer for someone that's brand new.
Most definitely, it's not about just knowing the knowledge; it's applying the knowledge, right?
Yeah,
So,
and I mean I always tell people, you don't have to be great to start. You just got to start.
You got to start to be great. Most definitely, and I agree with you 100%, guys. Follow the blueprint. We've been in the industry for years. We've actually went through the trials and tribulations for you. So the road is paved. All you have to do is walk on the road, and you can get to your destination. So we have modules. What's so special about G.O.B.E? What's so special? I'm not gonna bring out all the attire, guys. What's so special about the Generation of Bosses Empire? When you start with us, you have exclusive training website. G.O.B.E, not going to say it, excuse me. But we do have exclusive training website. When you get started, you can register with, you're going to get 100% access to all of our exclusive trainings. We have scripts. Guys, we have everything down from exactly how to generate leads from the cold market, everything that you need to run your business. And guys, you're also going to get your own free online marketing recruiting system. This thing is valued over $300. Most people actually pay that much just to actually get the system. But when you join the Generation of Bosses Empire, you actually get it for free. So you have a head start against a lot of folks out there who's just starting in the industry if you're a new person, because you have all this knowledge and all this information. But as Davion said, you have to apply that information, right? Most definitely. So I want to bring it back to Mr. Carlos. Carlos, do you have anything else you want to say to the people? Anything else about any new events coming up? Maybe even about our next trip, and if we are going to have a next trip, how important it is for people to actually come on these trips with us in a group travel atmosphere.
Okay, perfect, everybody. Well, look, I want to emphasize that we are going to Atlanta, if I'm correct, is at the end of this month to the first couple of days of the next month. Just want to be realistic with everybody. Travel, since we love to do it, since we're getting paid to do it, our next trip is most likely going to be to the Bahamas, okay? And, of course, we do get paid for it, and we get the discounted rate, of course. But, I want everybody to just get ready, because the Bahamas, if you thought Cozumel, Mexico was fun, the Bahamas is going to get crazy. It's going to be epic. You do not want to miss it. You want to go ahead and tell your family members, tell your sister, and you want them to come and have fun with us. Okay, experience what the Generation of Bosses do. Experience our lifestyle. Experience your life's change. Okay, because that's what this is about. It's about changing your lifestyle. Okay, we all came from the land of work ethics. I remember cutting grass and sweating under the sun and hating it, because I used to cut grass. Right now, when I'm under the sun and I'm getting roasted, I'm enjoying it. Why? Because I'm in a paycation. It's not a vacation because it's a paycation because we're getting paid to do so. Okay, so I know we're gonna be playing in Atlanta. All right, so everybody, I want to emphasize that we want to get everybody to Atlanta. All right, and right now, from what I heard, is that the tickets are gonna cost us a little bit, like $125. It's nothing right now, and we're gonna backdoor, and we're most likely gonna go to the Bahamas next. We're probably gonna do an 8-day, maybe 7 days, as long as we have internet, everything's good, and of course it's a tax deduction, like Mr. Adibe said, and we're just gonna have a lot of fun. Okay, so if you're on the edge, just understand that we get paid to vacation. All right, right now, all the baby boomers, there's about one baby boomer retiring every 20 seconds. So 20 seconds ago, another one retired. 20 seconds before that, another one retired. And what do people that retire want to do? They want to travel. Okay, so just put yourself in that position. Put your bank account in the middle of an educated decision where if these people are already going to travel, this is the bank. This is your bank account. This is the people traveling. Money, money, more money, more money. Get more smiles. You know, so. So y'all, look, just get ready to travel the world with us because that's what we're here to do. We're here to experience every dynamic part of the world.
Most definitely, most definitely. We literally get paid to travel. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I'm passionate about traveling, seeing the world, expanding my mind, and just, I mean, this is something I'm really passionate about. There's a lot of folks out there who work jobs, but they really hate what they do. You know, they make good money, but they really hate what they do. But they're sticking to that because they're trying to maintain a certain lifestyle. And the thing is, you know, if they could really do something that they would love to do, they probably would rather do that and get paid. So we're talking about, we love to travel. You know, we have a passion for traveling. So we actually have the opportunity to get out there and travel the world and get paid to do so. Why not? And then we're amongst good friends, you know. So, I mean, we're building strong relationships. I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way. This is just a perfect opportunity for myself and for I feel like for our team because we're having such an awesome time. Now, I just want to bring anybody else forward who had any final questions, any last things that they wanted to say, or any statements you wanted to make before we sign out and get on with our nights. Anybody else?
Yeah, I mean, just if click on the link below if it's a link, or get back to the person that actually invited you on this hangout and get started. And we want to welcome you to the family.
Most
That's all I'm
definitely.
gonna say.
Most definitely appreciate that. Yeah, most definitely. If there's a link below, click it. Whoever invited you to this video, get back to them. And we'll definitely welcome you to the Generation of Bosses Empire. Welcome you to our team and our organization. Anybody else want to say any closing statements?
Go be where you're destined to be. All right, but just y'all remember, man, we're an international company. You know, just like Mr. Adibe said, we're international, so you could tap into anywhere in the world. So, si hablas español, es tu tiempo. Yeah, got that.
I like that. Anybody else want to say anything? Michael Debe or Stacy, you want to say anything? The last things to the people before we close out?
Well, as far as can you hear me? Okay, great. Yeah, the last thing I want to say is, you know, we're doing something together as a team, as a family, and the question I want you to all to ask yourself, everybody that's viewing this video, this live feed, how many people do you associate yourself with on a daily basis that are uplifting you? How many people do you associate yourself with on a daily basis that are credible 6-figure and 7-figure earners that are willing to show you how to achieve that financial status? And how many teams are you associated with on a regular basis that are all about uplifting each other and making sure every individual reaches their goal? Ask yourself that question there, because the reality is, in this organization, within this team here, that's exactly what we do here on a day-to-day basis. We're connected to 6-figure, 7-figure earners. We're connected to celebrities. We're connected to lawyers. We're connected to doctors. We're connected to engineers. We're connected to cashiers. We're connected to a bunch of professionals from all different realms that all come together for one goal, which is financial success, and everybody retiring their job.
Most definitely. Most definitely. We appreciate that. And definitely, this is a team effort. You're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. All right. Now, Stacy or Roger Davis, you guys want to say any closing statements? Anybody else?
Can you hear me? Okay. I just want to say that, as far as us taking trips as a team and, going out here and having new experiences, it's very important to invite your business partners or potential business partners out on these trips, because these trips that we have are experiences that will never be forgotten. And, if your prospect or business partner has that memory and has that to look back on, they're going to appreciate being a travel agent or the idea of being a travel agent that much more. So these trips definitely, have the ability to really close anyone. So it's really important that you invite, any potential prospects or business partners, people who are already in the business out on these trips, because, most likely once they go on one, two, or three of them, they're going to be with you for a long-term amount of time. You basically have the ability, or we basically have the ability to have to run our own international travel business from the comfort of our own home. So, with that being said, I mean, if you're watching this hangout, definitely get started. We welcome you to the team, and we definitely look forward to working with you.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Is that a round of applause? That's perfect. I don't know who did that. That's perfect. Hey guys, I'm gonna set it off on that good note right there. We're a team of fun people, energetic people. We all love helping people. So we definitely want to welcome you to G.O.B.E. Welcome you to Generation of Bosses Empire. Click the link below or get back to the person who invited you on. We'll see you next week, guys, on a Google Hangout, guys. 7 p.m. every Sunday. Invite. This is Kenny Jordan. We will see you at the beaches or the bank. Either way, we'll definitely see you. Peace out. See you guys later.
Bye, y'all.
Let's get it. Yeah. All right, so let me hang mine up.